Matteo, thank you for giving me your time.
Other way around. I want to. This is great.
Ah, I hope I don't disappoint.
I've heard great things.
You have? From...
Well, I suppose, it's just a turn of phrase. I mean, you know, Kione, very high quality outfit, and you're doing this on behalf of Kione, right?
I am, yeah. And it's all being recorded, so is that...
I read the briefing notes, so all fine.
Right, just, I'll just read this. It's the official bit. As you know, I am doing a psychological study of the crew here on the base for Kione Industries to help them understand and improve base life during winter, and also to help facilitate and integrate crew's well-being into their future projects.
It's a real honor to be involved.
Obviously, any study results, anything published in open source, everything will be anonymized.
I'm not fussed.
Well, it will. Anyway, the company takes the well-being of their employees and visiting researchers very seriously and hopes studies like this will allow them to put more protocols in place to make future missions even more robust in terms of mental health provisions.
No, I understand. It's important stuff. Yeah.
Right, good. Boring bit done. So, we're on the record. If you could kick off by stating your name, age, and your role here on Bowers Wilson.
Certo. Matteo Nicolò Lombardi. My age is 27 years, and I am a deputy commander on base.
Great. And any qualifications that should be mentioned?
Just life.
Life? Did you graduated high school, I presume?
Certo, yes.
And after?
I joined the Alpine Rescue Service.
Ah, great. So you're used to the cold.
It's not always cold. In fact, more people need to be rescued in the summer months. Hikers pushing themselves too far, falling down ravines, getting dehydrated and wandering around in circles.
Crazy.
In the winter, in the snow, people know it's dangerous, so they think twice. They prepare better.
Oh, but, there must still be, I don't know, like avalanches, things like that.
See? No, yeah.
But not enough?
Yeah, it's not that, it's also the Alpine Service. I don't know, it's regimented.
So you mean like the army? And I suppose it needs to be, right?
Well, there wasn't any place to show initiative. Everything was do it like this, follow me, fit into the line, move at the same pace as everyone else.
Yeah, but mountains could be pretty dangerous, I guess.
Yeah, well, I knew my way around. I wasn't going to do anything stupid.
Of course not.
I just meant everything moved a whole lot slower than it should have.
How did you end up in mountain rescue?
It was kind of a bet. A dare. I mean, not really, just... someone said... They said I'd end up going somewhere as far from home as I could. And I suppose I kind of did.
Where is home?
Siracusa.
Sicily, right?
Right down the southeast corner. About as south as you can get in the mainland Italy. I mean, apart from out-and-out islands like Lampedusa and stuff.
I've never been to Sicily.
Siracusa is beautiful. There's this island, a peninsula sticking out into the sea, Ortiga. It's a real tourist trap. So if you grow up in Siracusa, you either say you'll spend your life selling poor quality cheese and salami to tourists, or you get out.
And you got out?
The other end of Italy, almost Austria, like they said.
But I get the impression that you didn't really enjoy your time.
No, I learned a huge amount in Alpine Rescue. A huge amount. And I learned what I really wanted to do. Shit, I was young, You're allowed to get things wrong when you're not even 20.
Yeah, sure.
So I signed up with the police.
Ah, the Carabinieri.
Guardia di Finanza.
Ooh, customs, right?
Everything financial, tax evasion.
That's a big job in Italy, from what I hear.
Yeah, well, so I thought.
But...
allora. They make the whole thing a lot bigger than it is.
I don't quite follow.
They don't want to win. They don't want to crack cases or catch smugglers. They just want a comfortable life, gradual promotion, nice pension.
And a few backhanders from the mafia?
Oh, no. It would almost be better if it was that, At least that would have a purpose, an ambition. No, they just dig themselves in and make as few waves as possible.
It's a big organization, presumably.
It's the... there's an English word for it. Hang on. Cronism. That's it.
That's big in Italy, I hear.
Are you with the Christian Democrats? If so, you get promoted. If not, forgotten. If your father or your uncle donates to the right party, the right local bigwig,
Not exactly a meritocracy.
Nothing in Italy is. Nothing. Niente. Assolutamente niente. The whole thing is tied up. If you're just some ragazzino from Syracuse, you're nothing.
Were there promotions that you went up for and you didn't get?
Don't get me started. And then you watch some overweight, underbrain new recruit get the job, and you know that everyone else knows it's rotten, but nobody says anything. Nobody ever changes anything. Because they're all hoping their connections will get them to the next level. Scusa. That's a bit of a thing for me, as you see.
Yeah, that's okay. I get it. So, my first question is, what made you put yourself forward to Winter Over?
Well, it wasn't a dare. I promise you that. Or a bet. It's a career thing.
Ah, so you see Keone as a career track?
Oh, a career definite. I can't remember how I first heard about it, but I want to make my life here. I don't mean just on base, but what Keone offers, I want.
You're keen.
It's just, once you've found it, you know. You really do.
But to come back to my question, why Winter Over?
I want it. Need it on my resume. It's next up.
So, just for that?
No. The whole thing, Antarctic base life. I love this kind of task, this kind of responsibility.
You'd like to be base commander, say?
Next year, why not?
Maybe Johan will decide to step back and...
Sure, no, I don't mean... No, look, I mean, as soon as there is an opening, I want to be ready. I want to do it. I've never felt so... in the right place.
And space. Have you ever thought about that?
Dreamed. But hey, why not?
Hey, no one in Keone is against ambition.
Yeah, that's what I like.
And nobody gets promoted because of their uncle or politics.
Grazie a Dio.
Okay, so next question. Tell me what you are looking forward to.
A crisis.
Sorry?
I mean, a minor crisis. Nobody gets hurt or anything, but a serious thing, for a few hours maybe. Something that requires, I don't know...
Initiative.
Yes, you've got a problem, you've got to solve it. It's you, go to work.
But no fatalities.
No humans will be harmed in the making of this test. I promise.
So you see it as a test?
Anything worth doing is.
Anything?
Anything you remember, anything you say to yourself, good job, good day's work, Matteo, bravo,
And that makes everything else a bit anticlimactic, doesn't it?
You've still got to do the foothills, establish base camp. It's prep, You've got to do it. Fail to prepare, and you might as well prepare to fail.
And you don't like failing?
Well, you do?
I mean, it's more my question is, does failing matter to you?
Who wants to fail?
Fair enough. And so what are you least looking forward to? Other than failing, obviously.
No crises. Nothing to really dig my teeth into.
That's a bit tough on the rest of us.
No, I don't. No, I don't mean it like that. In fact, if you can solve a serious crisis and no one on base ever knows about it, that's a total slam dunk. Maximum.
So you're not very excited about the daily, more sort of mundane running of the base?
I didn't say that, did I? I didn't. I am 110% committed to Bowers Wilson. A whole winter without any crisis would be without any upset. That would also be a win. A total victory. Go to my credit.
Got it. I didn't mean to imply it.
No offense taken. Maybe I was too honest. I want to test myself. Running this place perfectly. That would be a great test.
All right. So, are you worried about anything?
Such as?
Well, lack of light, food, the people, confinement.
All as described. It's what I signed up for. Bring it on.
So you filled in the questionnaire for us, and I'd love to go through a few of your answers if that's acceptable for you. On the Myers-Briggs test, you came out as ENFPA.
Yes, campaigner.
Yeah, you know your way around the test.
Only, sorry, I saw the email about about doing this, and I got interested. I didn't cheat or anything.
Oh, don't worry, it's not possible to cheat.
But I didn't.
But you see it as something to win.
Yeah, I want them. It all goes on your file.
It absolutely doesn't.
Yeah, I know you say that, but.
All right. Okay, so tell me, what would you have seen as winning?
I don't know. Maybe commander, or at least protagonist.
Well, campaigner and protagonist, they're both, it's the same diplomats group, ENFJ and ENFP.
One letter. Missed it by one letter.
I know you didn't miss anything.
What do you think I can do, like the next time, to get the letters,
Matteo, it really doesn't work like that.
You know what? Every time people tell me that, they say that, like this, I know that it does work like that.
Okay, so ENFPA. A is for assertive. That's a strong quality to have in your role.
Sure.
And a base like this, it needs a campaigner. You'll embrace big ideas and you'll bring people together as you do it.
But like a second in command, or like a gopher.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Let me... Okay, here. Campaigners are independent and creative, always on the lookout for magic and meaning in everyday life.
Yeah, I'm a team man.
Yeah, perceptive, enthusiastic, excellent communication skills. Look, I think you might be overreacting here. The last thing we'd want is two commanders strutting around the base.
Well, you're saying Johan came out as a commander?
So I can't really say.
Yeah, scusa.
But the point is, it's not a competition.
I got it.
And how do you get on with Johan? I mean, do you find that he gives you the room to do things your way, for instance?
It's still a fairly new partnership in some ways, I hope that he focuses on the big picture and lets some of us make the decisions when it comes to the, fine details.
As a campaigner would.
Yeah, Johan's great. He's a great boss. It's a privilege to serve under him.
Just, everything here is confidential, right?
Now I know for a fact that it isn't.
You know what? You are absolutely right. I'm going to print this out and post it on the bulletin board first thing tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Huh?
Matteo, lighten up. Honestly.
Sure.
You're highly regarded in the company. I can tell you that.
Really?
Really. And your A characteristic tends to mean you show very low stress levels.
You do the job, you don't fold.
Right. So don't fold about this, all right? It's all patterns. It's not about personnel files.
I'm not... You're right. It's just a whole lot of psychobabble,
Yeah. Well, maybe. Maybe not.
It's how I perform that counts, not who I am.
Exactly. Right? Leave that bit to me.
Va bene. Va bene.
And hey, look, creative and charismatic are not bad qualities to have, all right? Excels at dealing with unexpected challenges.
That's me.
Exactly. And on the form, you expressed a worry about scope. That's all you put.
Knew I shouldn't have put anything.
No. It's just I'm just wondering what it means.
I hope there's plenty to do, that I'm given plenty to do, plenty of scope, and not just the sweeping up afterwards,
And if you are just given the sweeping up,
well, I'll have to make something happen.
a crisis.
Lighten up, Doc, I'm joking.
Okay, sure, right.
Look, there's plenty to do, I can't believe it. It's like nothing's happening, but there's constantly so much to do, I don't get through my day list, hardly ever.
Oh, that's great that you feel that, I mean.
I hate just sitting around.
Well, there might be some of that.
Not if I can help it. So? Any more questions for me?
I don't think so. No, that's it. Thank you, Matteo.
No, thank you. Love that Kjolnir are doing these kinds of studies. It's intriguing.
Well, we'll see the results, shall we?
No, really, you've shown me something that has been a great learning experience. Thank you for that. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll turn this off. Observations following baseline chat with Matteo Lombardi. There's nothing wrong with some healthy ambition. I think it is healthy. I mean, he's a classic campaigner, moving from one thing to the next, and whatever he's on is always the number one best thing of his entire life. I think he'll do just fine. I mean, when it comes to it, he wants to work, he wants to succeed, he wants to take people with him. I've seen it, He had everyone playing this crazy Italian card game 2 nights ago. Nobody understood the rules except him, and everyone was loving it. He's good under pressure, he's focused when he needs to be, he wants to show initiative. He's just a bit impatient. I mean, I guess we'll give him one crisis and maybe it'll come alive. Can't wait to see that.
Get all the files now. Sign up at coldtapes.com and go ad-free.